Hey, boys and girls, welcome back to the show. We are in downtown Toronto at the Carlton Cinema. We are going to meet up with the writer and star of the David dance, Mr. Don SCIMÉ. Stick around. I see him at the bar over there. I'm going to make him get me a drink. We'll see you in just a minute. So, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on and sticking around all day here at the theater for me.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Tell everybody what this is about, because we were talking before that this was a play before that you had written, and how it went from play, how the play did or whatever, and how you progressed it to a movie.
It was originally at the New York International Fringe Festival. It didn't run very long. It had a few weeks in New York. And then we did it at another theater in Washington, D.C., and people kept telling me that I should adapt it into a film. I found April Winnie. She had sent me a copy of her film, her last film, and I watched it, and I loved it. And then I sent her a copy of my script, and she called me the next day and said that she had really loved it and that she was crying at the end of it, and I sort of knew that we had a connection then.
Is it hard to take a play and turn it into something on film? Because for me, when I go to a play, I kind of feel like I'm on stage too. You know what I mean? And when I'm in a theater setting, like a movie theater, it's a different sensation for me. So does it strain your thought, like what your intention was for it, for it to begin with?
I mean, what you see on the screen is pretty much, in terms of dialogue and story, it's pretty much is all the same story and everything in the play. There was a lot of editing though, and there were, in terms of like film, we made sure that we were opening it up a lot. There were a lot of different scenes in different places. I think we had like 21 locations or something in the film. So it's, I would say in terms of opening it up, we did a lot in terms of that, and then cutting down dialogue. And I mean, it was hard for me as a writer to like cut things, and that's where was good for me to have a director to tell me, to say, well, you don't really need that. And particularly in the editing looking at things, I realized, oh yeah, we really don't need that line or that line. So that's where it was really helpful to have a director help me.
Okay, so let's talk about the movie itself. Tell me about the character. I mean, I've seen it. You have to see this. It's funny and it's sad and hits all those emotions. Tell them what it's about.
Sure, it's about a brother and a sister. The brother's gay, and he's the host of a local radio show called Gay Talk. And the sister is single. She's been divorced 3 times, and she asked the brother, she's decided that she wants to adopt this orphan in Brazil, and she asked the brother to sort of be like a father figure to help her in when she has the child. And he's sort of debating what he wants to do in his life, and it's about him sort of overcoming his self-esteem issues which is something that I've struggled with a lot as an artist, in terms of getting what he wants in his life. He's openly gay on the radio, but he still struggles with a lot of things in his personal life in terms of like getting what he really wants out of his life. Yes, love.
One of the sort of standout scenes for me, without spoiling too much, is this sort of, as kids, the revenge on snowmen, and it's a very therapeutic. Is that, how much of this is true to life for you?
I mean, I've definitely dealt with like self-esteem issues in my life. I grew up in Buffalo, and I'm very close to my sister, so I mean, a lot of that is based on truth. But I mean, I never worked on a radio show or anything like that. But I mean, I identify very much with the character. I mean, yeah, obviously with the self-esteem thing, and it's based on things that I felt, but the story is pretty much fiction.
The actress that played your sort of rival talk show host, even though she's kind of a bitch, but like her character, total bitch. But she is so good at it. I don't know. Were any of these people associated with the play?
No, we did a casting process for the film. We had a casting director. Her name is Brett Goldstein in New York. And all the main characters I had actually never met before. They came out of New York City.
Nominations for awards through the festivals. You got Best Film for some. I mean, it's resonating with people.
It definitely is, and that's the payoff of all the work and everything. Yeah, no, I really am grateful for that.
Tired?
Yes. But you know what? I felt it was important that we get this story out there, and so that's what I'm doing. There was an older woman who was here today, and she was crying and telling me her life story, and it was after the film, and you can't you can't beat that. That's just amazing. To have that, and to have people that really connect with the work. And so that's what I wanted to do.
Well, thank you so much for sticking around. He's so tired. He's been doing this for so long. Please go out and check out the David Dance, and you won't be sorry. It's a great film. Indie films are hard to get to the masses, so I'm hoping this will help. And this is a really great. Thank you. Huge success to you, and we'll see you next time. Be good to each other. Go out there, make the world a better place. And if you have any suggestions and want to be on the show for anything, leave a message or contact us through Facebook and Twitter and all that social media weirdness. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.
Welcome to the wonderful world of being who you really are. It sucks. Big time.
Gay Talk. You're the guy from Gay Talk. Donna, look who we have here. It's Danger Dave.
Time for my personal favorite part of the show. We have some very special listeners out there who I think deserve a ring-a-ding-ding from Danger Dave. It's WYBR Buffalo.
Is this Danger Dave?
Yeah?
You're such a faggot.
Thanks for listening. I'll send an autograph.
Can you help me?
What?
If I need help raising him or her, whatever we decide.
Of course I will.
I'm Chris, your new technical assistant for the next few months. You're very shy when you're not on the radio.
I wander around.
Larry arranged for you to have another live debate with June Handley in 2 weeks.
The woman is nuts.
So are you.
Your on-the-air persona is really just a cover-up, isn't it? For the anger and deep-seated issues that you really have? I know that you were hurt as a child. That's how you wave your flag and taunt religious institutions, but you're not really happy.
Guess we all deal with it in some way or another.
We're all messed up because those little, slight messages we get from the world that we can't run away from. If you're out there and you're listening,
You know who you are.
and that's what counts the most.